Well, today we're gonna try something new. As you guys, well, some of you guys know anyway, we have a freeze dryer, and I've been freeze drying stuff for a while now and selling some freeze dry stuff. And I had this idea that maybe it is possible to combine simple syrup with freeze dried fruit and create a syrup. So I thought that we would try that out today. So I'm gonna do 200 mils and I'll do 60 grams, I guess, and we'll just like try from there. And that's a disaster waiting to happen. Jesus. Wow. I vacuum sealed these because I don't want them to rehydrate. The thing about raspberries is that if you freeze dry them and then just put them in a jar, even with a oxygen absorber, they do rehydrate and get kind of mushy. You don't want them to do that because then they'll get moldy. So I vacuum seal them in a mason jar. Okay, so we're gonna do 60 grams. Let's see, I think 60 grams of freeze dried is gonna be a lot though. Maybe 30 grams in 200, because look at that, that's 30 grams right there. That's kind of a lot, no? I think we're gonna do 230 grams. I think that's what do I even have 200 mils here? Oh, just 200 mils of simple. Look at that, almost exactly. So we're just gonna pour that in. I mean, I don't know if you can overdo it with raspberry, but I hope this works. That would be super cool if it did. Not like our last test, which was a complete and utter failure. How good a simple syrup do you think this is gonna be?
If you double strain the cocktails, maybe you don't even need to.
You think? I mean, I feel like I've blended enough that some stuff will come through, but we can try. Here, I'll just put it back in here, I guess. We can try and just like strain it through a fine
That would be
strainer.
the ultimate.
The nut milk bag?
No, that you can just mix it up like this and then you can just double strain.
I mean, it would be pretty awesome, yeah, but.
Oh, I was like even thinking the cocktail.
I mean, this is more like a puree than a syrup. I think the ratio needs to be more simple syrup, but.
Yeah, I was even thinking you could just like have that ready, use that in the cocktail and then double strain the cocktail and you're done.
Oh, just like have this ready and.
This is your syrup and you don't have to strain it before you use it. You just use it and you'll double strain the cocktail and that will filter out the particulates.
Oh, like you just throw this into and then blend the cocktail? Yeah, but then you're aerating the cocktail.
No. So you blend this up. This is your raspberry syrup. Now you just make the cocktail and you just double strain the cocktail.
Oh, so you get all this shit out.
Yeah.
I mean, it did get all the seeds out pretty well. Yeah, I mean, it just has to be less. I think this will work. I just think that I think this did work, but
had too many.
I think that it's just too little simple syrup for as many. I mean, it's like.
How many bricks is that?
Oh, that's really good though. I mean, super, super vibrant. I don't know, the question is what's the ratio? Because we have some simple syrup here. This is a little bit different of a syrup, but you know, for intents and purposes and what we're doing, it's fine. They're just wondering like, what would be the
well, just look
the ratio.
What's the bricks on this one?
Oh, good idea. I mean, it's not gonna be high in bricks. It's gonna be probably like 50, but it's just like.
You think it's gonna be 50? Because that means it's.
We didn't add any more sweetness to it. I mean, other than like.
We might not have added enough sweetness.
It's at 55.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, why you think? No, because the simple syrup was at 50. So I guess like the raspberries, which only moisture was taken out, it raised it 5 bricks. Either that or that simple syrup was 55 bricks. But it's perfectly sweet. Adding more of a ratio of simple syrups is not going to up the sweetness, though. It's just going to up the volume. So the question is, I mean, maybe what we should do is just grab another one of these. How much more do you think? You should put like another 200 mils. You think 400 mils will do it? So let's just like pour in like. Just to make it more of a syrup. I mean, this makes like crazy. Awesome syrup. The thing is that the other one was 55 bricks, so like it doesn't really matter. I think this is more like a syrup. It's just very vibrant. It's so much more vibrant than you get even from like, I don't know, the like Death & Company guys do it with a sous vide and then like blend it in but like this is like, yeah, so this is like 53 bricks. So it's 53 bricks. So it's like perfectly sweet, yeah. It's just very, very, very raspberry forward. And it does work though. I mean, it does taste good and it's super raspberry. It's like, you get more of a raspberry flavor with this than you do with, because what we used to do at Coles is we used to just take a big ass vat of simple syrup and then put in like, 1/4 of the ratio of fresh raspberries and let the sugar syrup just pull the juices out of the raspberry and then press it through a strainer. This is just like a much quicker and easier way of doing it, but it's super vibrant. It's 55 bricks, so this actually makes a great syrup. This proves that you just take some freeze-dried raspberry or freeze-dried fruit, any type of freeze-dried fruit, throw it into 400 grams of simple syrup, blend it up, strain it, and you have like perfect syrup. So this is like perfect raspberry syrup. It is super vibrant though, so imagine making like a Clover Club with something like this. I just wonder if we nut milk bagged it, if it would even get, because you see there's still particulate in here, dude. I wonder if we nut milk bagged it, it will be more syrupy and less like, see like raspberry pieces. And we're gonna try. We're gonna nut milk bag it and see what happens. What's nice about it is that it's basically shelf stable, the freeze dry. You know, as long as it doesn't get exposed to too much moisture, as long as it doesn't get exposed to any moisture, you keep it in a jar and you keep it out of light, it will last forever. You can get rid of all of the big particulates with a fine strainer, but this is what's gonna make it actual syrup and get rid of all of that fine particulate that you get from the blender. Like, I don't wanna have that particulate in the cocktails because the cocktails will become textured differently. You know, I don't want to have like pieces of raspberry floating around in my cocktail. The nice thing about it is that you can also take the freeze-dried raspberry and you can dust it in a like a spice grinder, and then you can also garnish and rim glasses with it. So it's really nice. Or add it to sugar, so you can like have like a raspberry sugar rim, you know, kind of like glass art. This is the syrup that I'm looking for, but look how vibrant the syrup is, bro. Look at how red that is. I mean, it's just incredible. I feel like the way that I'm talking right now makes this seem like an infomercial on like QVC. Like, look at that. Look how red that is.
And if you order right now, it's only $9.99.
Exactly.
Plus $25 shipping.
Have you ever seen simple syrup like that? It's revolutionary. I mean, I gotta say that straining stuff out of a nut milk bag like this is like a little bit of a drag because there's like so much liquid in there. But now it's getting clogged and it's taking forever to come out. But that is what I'm talking about. Right there. And that's what you get. That's raspberry simple syrup, and it's perfectly sweet and super raspberry flavored. Actually, the only thing I would change about this, I'd put a little 1/4 teaspoon of citric acid in there to brighten it up a little bit. But it's really nice. It's nice and vibrant. Yeah, I love that. This test actually succeeded, Marius. You can take freeze-dried fruit, add it to simple syrup, blend it up, and turn it into a fruit syrup, any type of fruit syrup you want. So sky's the limit. If I were you, I'd be looking for this in our store pretty soon because it's pretty awesome and it's another way that we can use our freeze dryer. Now, we're gonna do Marius's idea. If we take a spice grinder, okay? Got a spice grinder here. Unlike a blender, this is designed to turn something into complete dust. If we take the rest of these raspberries, not the oxygen absorber, I don't know how fine this will make it. Now it's dust. Maybe just like 1 spoon and then just like. Question is it gonna blend? This might have to go in a blender anyway. Well, it's doing it. Kind of clumped up a little.
Are those parts of the seeds that are still?
Yeah, it's like seeds and stuff, yeah. Just do like 1 more spoonful, okay?
Yeah, that looks exactly like the other one.
Yup, that worked too. This one has a little bit more particulate matter than the other one does, but barely any. Bucket. Yep, it's a little sweeter. I don't know. I think you need to like, what's nice about that is that you can spoon in and sort of get whatever ratio you want. But I wonder also if we just like took this, right? Would it catch the seeds if we put this through a fine strainer and just separated it from the seeds? You know, you just separate this from the seeds, then it would just be the dust or whatever.
Let's
you know?
try it.
Oh, it's all 100% work, dude. I mean, there are some pieces of seed that like got ground up, but basically that's all the seeds. There's like some like little parts of seeds. So yes, you can put it in a blender and you can nut milk bag it, or you can just add the powder to simple syrup and make syrup out of raspberries or pretty much anything else, I would think. Anything that doesn't have this many seeds is gonna be even easier to do. The only thing is that this one is a little bit more, has like a little bit more particulate matter than this one does. That said, if you made it this way, you could probably put it through a nut milk bag even easier and get rid of that little particulate and have it be nice and clean. There is some stuff floating in that and there's nothing floating in that. Either way, it's a very easy way to make syrup.